I'm in Singapore still. I just want to show you Sentosa Island. Hang on. Yeah, that's all right. That's Sentosa Island, supposedly very fancy, very famous sort of place. We're coming right into Singapore right now. It's going to rain this afternoon, but we'll be done with everything. We're catching a flight to Shanghai. That's the Shangri-La right there. And as you can see, there's people on the beach. This is sort of, it's actually the sand is brought in from Indonesia and Malaysia. So that's Sentosa Island, Singapore. The cool thing about Singapore is you've got all this, it's a very massive marine sort of port area. So you've got a very big port space over here. And this is where all the vessels come in to get work done. There's a lot of chandlery that gets done here. A lot of, it's a very good destination. There's a lot of work being done here. They've built up a big shipping industry here, as you can see, because it's strategically placed. It's in a very good position for this kind of industry and for this kind of work to be done. So I've really enjoyed myself over there in the distance. I don't know if you can see them. There's a couple of fighter jets just doing their practice drills. They do a lot of practice drills over their waters here in Singapore. So it's a very cool place. I've enjoyed myself, and I will be back again. I think this is an outstanding place. New Zealand citizens get 90 days visa on arrival, so you don't need a visa if you're a New Zealand citizen, which I've really enjoyed. I've been traveling between Singapore and Indonesia. Probably once a week we'll do that run, and it's an outstanding little run. You get to see the best of both worlds. You get to see Singapore that's very built up, and then you go over to Indonesia, which is a lot more chilled out, but it's still built up, and it's quite fantastic. This is one of the ferry lines that runs over here. All right, that's Harbour Bay. That's Horizon Ferries goes to Harbour Bay. Harbour Bay is a very cool spot. That's where we stayed the first time. We stayed in the building where that ferry is, that terminal, and your commute is just straight downstairs. So a very cool place. Indonesia's, this whole area is well worth it. I think there's definitely worse places you could spend 6 weeks. Singapore's more expensive, definitely more expensive, but Indonesia, if you're on tour, you can head over to Indonesia, visa on arrival, $50, 30 US, 35 US, 50 Singapore, 500,000 rupiah. Not a lot of money really, and you get in there and you earn it back in the first meal back there, so 100% recommended. I think everybody should be getting out here and seeing this part of the world. If you're stuck in the West, or if you're stuck in Africa or wherever you are, I don't know where you are, get out. Time to move. There's a big recession that's hitting the world, and you want to find places that are cheap and easy to live in. So this is a good place. I wouldn't say Singapore in particular, but I would say Indonesia, Batam, straight down across the other side of that strait there, straight out there. Catch the ferry, have a good time. You'll love it.